Last week I posted a faceless commentary video that generated 500,000 views in the first week. It took me 2 hours of my time to make, and today I'm going to share exactly how much revenue this generated, and as well as how you can do the exact same thing. My name's Ricky, I'm 20 years old, and I've been running faceless commentary channels for over 7 years now, since I was 13 years old, and I also now teach up-and-coming YouTubers who are teenagers and early adults. Exactly how I turned this fun, passion, and hobby of mine into a full-time job. I graduated high school over a year ago, and I now do YouTube full-time. I don't go to uni, I don't have a trade, I don't do any sort of normal job. This literally is my job. I post these videos on this channel right now, literally just completely for free. Like, I literally just spit free game. So I can guarantee if you listen for the next, 15-20 minutes to what I have to say, where I'll literally be showing you step by step how you can make a video exactly like I did that generated 500,000 views in 7 days. You'll be well on your way to do the exact same thing. And if you want to speed up the process even faster, you can click the link in the description, rickyyoutube.com, where you can literally work with me one-on-one. It will 100% speed up your progress, but you don't have to do that at all. It's like not required. You can absolutely learn from these free videos on this channel. That's just an extra thing if you want to accelerate your progress. So first of all, let me reveal actually what this video is, how much money it made, and then exactly how you guys can do the exact same thing. So let me jump onto my computer. Okay, so here we are. This is like quite plain and simple right here. This is the video right here. As you can see, it's about 9 days now, but it's on 543,000 views. I got 30,000 hours of watch time, 4.5 thousand subscribers, and then $1,686. And actually, I'm lying here, hold on. Obviously, you can probably tell by my accent, I'm from Australia, so this is in Australian dollars. I'll convert this to US dollars for a second. So just over $1,000. Yeah, definitely not as impressive, but look, I'm just gonna be like completely real here. Like I said, this was 2 hours of work, and again, I'm gonna show you exactly like the step-by-step process, how I made this video, so you can apply the framework and sort of do it yourself. But look, these are just the raw numbers here. Like, I'm not faking anything. Again, I'll refresh the page in case you guys don't believe me, or you don't believe it's my channel, or you think I've done it in a different currency. There's US dollars, absolutely legit. You've got the reach and everything. We had a thumbnail test. We have returning viewers, everything like that. Like, this is my channel. Basically, the channel name is Glider Guy. This channel has about 435,000 subscribers. I've been doing this since I was 13 years old. This is the very first faceless channel that I ever made. And I want to show you guys this to show you that this has like a lot of longevity in it. The strategy that I use and the way that I generate views on YouTube, there is a lot of longevity to it. I've been doing this for 7 years. I've had ups and downs. I've had months where I've made barely any money, but I've also had months where I've made a lot of money. It's really sort of both ends of the stick, and with 7 years of experience, you can learn a hell of a lot. So I'm literally just going to show you exactly how I did this. But basically, with this Glider Guy channel, it took me literally over 2 years without making a single dollar. I was posting videos every single day. If I saw by oldest, I can literally show you guys all these videos. They took hours and hours to make, a whole lot more than 2 hours, which is what this video took, which is pretty crazy to think about. All these videos probably 4, 5, 6 hours each. They're not even that long. Like, they're literally like 2 minutes long. And it probably took me about 100, 200 videos before I made my first dollar. So the first thing I want you guys to know is that, I can sit here and do this crazy title being like, oh, this video got 500,000 views in 1 week. Here's how much it generated. But realistically, what you guys don't see is what it took to get to this point. It took 7 years of long, consistent grinding to get to a point where I can make a video like this that generates this amount of views. So that's the first thing I want you guys to know. I'm going to explain the framework, exactly how I make videos like this, and how it only takes 2 hours to generate a result like this, which is pretty insane to think about. But it's absolutely not going to work for you unless you actually use the framework properly and build your channel up to a point where, YouTube actually allows you to get a video like this. Because it's not just going to happen overnight. You're not going to watch this entire video and then, magically just wake up tomorrow and be like, okay, I'm going to instantly be able to do this. I'm going to be able to generate a video just like this. You need to learn the fundamentals, and you need to actually go out and create more videos before you can actually do something like this. But look, enough yapping, let's actually show you like what I do. So essentially, we're on Discord here, and Discord is basically where I do all of my work. And now, up until about a month ago, I was pretty much solo on YouTube. Like, I had freelancers and I had people helping me out. Like, I've had video editors in the past. But basically, where the game all changed for me about a month ago, and up until a month ago, I was still doing really well, but we've really accelerated over the last month, is I've hired a creative director, or like strategist guy. Now, this YouTube strategist or creative director doesn't exactly like do everything for me. I still do a lot of the ideation and strategy on this Glider Guy channel and some of the other channels that I run. But essentially, the bulk of what this guy does is he comes up with thumbnail and title packaging concepts, which basically means that, like, as you can see here, we have one thumbnail and one title. But before this video got uploaded, we probably came up with like 10 to 15 different titles and 10 to 15 different thumbnails. You probably think I'm exaggerating here, but I'm 100% not, and I will show you guys all the thumbnails that we came up up with before picking this one right here with, you know, the kid-friendly thing or whatever. As you can see, we have a few here. We have a few here as well with like different texts or whatever. We also have another with a bunch of other different texts. And then we also have these three, which are the main ones. Now, before I go on, I should probably explain exactly what this video is and, you know, what I kind of do on the Glider Guy channel. So this is like a commentary reaction channel. I don't show my face in it. I used to like kind of show my face when I was doing different content, but the premise is right now in the niche that I'm in, it's literally just like faceless commentary with Minecraft gameplay in the background. You can see as I hover over this video, literally it's just Minecraft gameplay and just a little bit of sauce just like as an extra thing. Just on a side note, if you're going to be doing faceless faceless YouTube or faceless videos and you don't know what to put in the background since you don't have a face cam, I think Minecraft gameplay is probably by far the #1 best thing you can do. I'm not really sure the exact science behind it, but like I think it's just something to do with the fact that everything's constantly moving, like, you know, you're always jumping around, there's always different scenes changing or whatever. People just love watching Minecraft gameplay, including myself. I don't know why, it's just so satisfying, it's so cool. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. That's just like a little bit of game I can give you guys. But essentially this video right here is talking about a Minecraft kids animator. And as you can see, I want you guys to understand that this isn't just like a one video thing where, you know, you go out and do this crazy video and, you know, get 500,000 views. It's literally like, as you can see, it's just me talking about a kid's Minecraft animator for 9 minutes. I just got a bunch of this like weird channels shorts and just reacted to them over Minecraft gameplay. That's the premise of the video. But the point I want to drive home is that it takes like a few months of backlog of like doing this same sort of niche where I talk about weird kids channels. I talk about, you know, weird sort of brain rot music, brain rot content, until you get to a point here where you've built up an audience of people that like, you know, watching you talk about this specific thing. So for me, it's, you know, weird kids channels. And you kind of just find a holy grail where, you know, an idea like this is just absolutely perfect. The thumbnail was executed to perfection, and I want to be totally real here. I didn't make this thumbnail, and I also didn't even make the concept. Like this is the thing. A lot of this is outsourced now. I've gotten it to a point over the last few months where I've done all of this on my own, and then, you know, these few videos here, which you can see are starting to do really well. 150k, 50k, 70k, 500,000. All the concepts of the thumbnails are starting to become outsourced, meaning like other people do them for me, and I just sort of pay them to do it. But essentially how we started this is that, you know, I woke up one day, I want to go back to the very start of how this idea and how this video even spawned into my head. Now this right here is my Notion tab. So these are just like a bunch of channels in my niche, in the sort of Glider Guy niche. Some of them do commentary, some of them do more formal commentary, some of them do the commentary that I do, which is a bit more kid orientated, where it's a little bit more relaxed and just like funny, I guess. So we literally have like 30, 40 channels here, and I have more documents with more channels related to Glider Guy, but these are just like the main ones that I go off of. Essentially what I'll do, I'll literally show like the raw thing of what I do. I will copy the channel here, I'll go to YouTube, I'll put their name in, and so Sensitive Society, for example, I used to talk to this guy a lot. I don't really talk to him much anymore, but this is a really good channel to go off of because he gets a lot of views. Now again, like I said, there are a lot of channels, so some of them aren't too similar to mine, but they're all in the commentary space. Basically, I have this extension called, what's it called? View Stats by Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast runs this. You can literally just go to like Chrome extensions and add it. And what it does is whenever you click on a channel and sort it by videos, you can see every single video has this little like X thing I want it. And what it does is it calculates sort of the average views on your channel before this video was posted. So for example, the Dr. Mike situation is sad. This number is determined by whatever the average views were for the last like couple of months, and then gives you a score based on the views on this video compared to the average before that. And this is what we call outliers. So for example, the Dr. Mike situation is sad. This is a 4.9 times outlier. So this video right here did 4.9 times better than all the videos before it. As you can see, like none of these are really getting 200k. Like this one nearly got 400k. So if you're in the same sort of niche as Sensitive Society, you can take a video like this that got nearly 400,000 views. Dr. Mike's situation is sad. So why is that video done so well? Well, Dr. Mike is a huge YouTuber, and you know, for some reason in the commentary space, putting situation or, you know, this X situation is bad, for some reason does really well. I don't really know why. I've just noticed that as a trend. So a lot of the times, like if you wanted to start a commentary channel right now, like sort of a general niche commentary channel, start doing a bunch of videos like this where you put like situation is sad in the title, you'll probably end up blowing up pretty quickly. Like that's just kind of how it is. Of course, there's more to it. Obviously, there's thumbnails, like ideas, timing the market, that sort of stuff. But as a general sort of rule, like if you were to do that versus not do it, you'd probably be a lot better off. Like that's just kind of how I see it. And so yeah, the Dr. Mike situation probably wouldn't work for my channel, I don't really think, but like let's just say it did. I'd literally just go here. I have another idea ideas page and I literally just note them down. Dr. Mike situation, and that's an idea right there. Then I'll go to the next channel, Some Ordinary Gamers. This guy's not really in my niche, but he does sort of commentary. As you can see, we're going through. We have a 2x outlier here. Linux, I don't know how to say it. Linux just took a massive win, whatever. 2 times outlier, and for a huge channel, you can be a lot more lenient on how outlier-ish the videos are. So this one doesn't necessarily have to be a 5 times outlier because, you know, Mudaha or Some Ordinary Gamers, he gets a lot of views anyway. So you can sort of take this, you can take all the outlier videos and basically just have them as ideas. It is so easy nowadays to get video ideas. I don't understand the people that sort of come to me and ask me the questions of like, oh, how do I keep up with video ideas? How do I get more video ideas? Bro, all you have to do is look at your channel, like just analyze for like literally 5 minutes what niche you're in. Go to a bunch of channels like that, like go to all the bigger ones, go to some of the smaller ones as well. Have a good mix of channels that are over 100k in your niche and under 100k. Ones that are under 100k, you're probably going to want to look at their outliers a lot more because, you know, it takes a lot for smaller channels to get views, obviously. If a video on a smaller channel, like, widely outperforms all the ones that are before it, then you're going to have a lot more proof of concept for that sort of video than you are on a bigger channel. That's just sort of a side thing. But essentially, it's so easy. I literally have a page of 30 channels. They're all posting content. It's basically impossible at this point for me to run out of video ideas. And so, yeah, eventually I came across a few people on this page right here that were talking about this specific channel, and this channel's name is Shappy. Shappy uses like this little dog in the thumbnail, so I decided, look, I'll make a video about it. And then pretty simply what I do is I go to my manager or director guy and I'll literally just say, hey, like I've got this idea. He'll either approve or deny it, whether, you know, he thinks it's good enough for the specific channel. And then what he'll do is he'll start making a few thumbnail concepts. So he'll sort of go off, make a few designs that he thinks might be able to work. And then he'll come to me and a thumbnail designer that he knows. So he knows a guy that can do really, really good thumbnails, and, you know, we'll basically compete. So as you can see here, this sort of style of thumbnail has worked really well for me in the past, where I have like a picture on the left, a little white background on the right, and then a bit of text to support it. That's basically what I've been doing for a while. But since my manager guy found this really good designer, basically every single video we will like face off, like for example. Basically he'll make his own thumbnail, which is a little bit different, as you can see. Like it's not the exact same, like the designs are a little bit different. And what we do is every single time we post a video from now on, we use YouTube's new ABC testing. And we've gone through a few different tests here, so you can't exactly see it, but what we'll do is for the first 2 thumbnails, we'll use like my design, basically. And then for the third design, we'll use whatever my thumbnail designer did. And as you can see for this video, like obviously, yeah, we've gone through a few tests, so you can't see the test beforehand. But basically we had 2 of my thumbnails in the first 2 slots, and then, you know, this guy's thumbnail in the third slot. And clearly, as you can see, if we look at the percentage thing here, this guy's thumbnail where it says kid friendly in the middle was the absolute best one. We ran like 3, 4, 5 different tests throughout this thingo to find like the absolute perfect thumbnail. And as you can see, when you do that, you end up getting a hell of a lot more views. As you can see, 6 million impressions as well. Like it's absolutely insane what a thumbnail can do. I can pretty much guarantee if I didn't have this thumbnail guy, basically like working with this video right here, this probably would have got maybe 1 to 2 million impressions. It's a very good topic, so I still think it would have gone pretty viral, but I don't think it would have gone this like 550 sort of K. It probably would have got like 100, 200k maybe if we were lucky. But yeah, bro, absolutely unreal. So I paid the guy, like I'll be transparent, I think I paid him $60 for this thumbnail right here. So $60, and then, you know, the trade-off is getting 5 times the amount of views and in turn 5 times the amount of revenue. I feel like it's a pretty good trade-off, to be honest with you. But yeah, look, I understand that a lot of you are solo, right? Pretty much all of you are solo. I don't think you'd be watching this video if you had thumbnail designers, if you had a manager guy like myself. So now I want to give my thoughts about what I would do if I was completely solo, because, you know, obviously, you know, like a lot of you don't have the resources to do what I'm doing. Pretty much what I want you to do, and this is going to be a lot more like tedious than just the 2 hours that I spent making the video, because all I really did was make a script and then just, you know, react to the videos and edit them myself. I still do edit my own videos. I know a lot of these faceless gurus are like, oh, you know, you can just like outsource your editing and whatever. Bro, editing is very expensive. I don't know if you guys realize, sometimes it takes like $200 200 USD to edit a video. Like, bro, if you've been doing YouTube for a long time, like myself, I can now edit a 9-minute video like this in literally like 2 hours. And, you know, I'm saving 200 USD. I know a lot of the gurus will be like, oh, well, that's not how you run business. It's like, bro, I'd rather just save the 200 USD and make a few more good thumbnails to then like 5 times another few videos that I'm doing. Like, sometimes it's not all about just outsourcing everything. Sometimes you actually have to do some work. I know it's crazy to hear that. But yeah, look, if I was running this solo, so, you know, no thumbnail designers, no manager, whatever, a very common mistake I see from a lot of you guys is that a lot of you will probably spend 95% of your time actually making the video and then like 5% on the title and thumbnail. What really blew my channel up over the last few months is probably having that ratio a lot closer together. Like, rather than having it 95% to 5%, I probably now spend probably 60, even 55% of the time making the actual video, and then 45 to 50% of the time actually doing, you know, the title, thumbnail, packaging, you know, maybe 40%, whatever. The point with that is that, like, I need you guys to spend a lot more time, and I mean a lot more time on the titles and thumbnails. That's not to say neglect your video, right? Because the video is obviously the most important part. If you have a crap video, you're gonna get a shocking, you know, average view duration, and your video is not gonna blow up. Like if I were to spend like a tenth of the time on this video and just focus on the thumbnail, this average view duration would be 2 minutes and I'd literally have 10k views. Like, if people don't watch the videos, it literally doesn't matter how good your titles and thumbnails are. They have to coexist with each other. They have to both be extremely good. And, you know, that's the thing with YouTube. A lot of people think they're being shadow banned. A lot of people think they're being punished. The hard, cold reality and the hard truth about it is that you don't spend enough time on your titles and thumbnails, and they're simply just not good enough. Like if you want me to be totally real here, they're just not good enough. And that's the reason you're not winning. But look, what I want you guys to do is I want you to spend like an hour each making 3 different thumbnail concepts, totally different, like just completely separate from each other. Then what you can do using YouTube's ABC testing system is you can literally just like, so as you can see right here, with this formula right here. So basically I'd test them against each other. And if you're not getting many views, it's going to take a little bit longer for results to come in. But basically, as soon as you see one of the different designs that you have go better than the other, I want you to literally stop the test right there and just let YouTube run with the one that's winning. YouTube doesn't automatically stop the test, so what we do is once we find a winner, we literally just like stop it straight away and just let YouTube ride the winner out. And that's basically the name of the game. Like the thing is with YouTube, it's not really that complicated. It's just the fact that a lot of the times I see people, they'll do this 2 or 3 times, you know, they'll get a bit of motivation from watching a video like this. They'll be like, yeah, you know, I can do it. I can do this as well. But the thing is, a lot of you guys will stop watching this video and then just go and make like 3 videos and then just like take a month off or take a few weeks off. You can't do that, bro. The name of the game is being extremely consistent. Whether that's being consistent every single day, every 2 days, every 3 days, every 4 days, it doesn't really matter. The point is you have to be consistent with it. You cannot just like be taking breaks all the time, taking weeks off, taking months off just like for no reason because you lose interest or something. I need you guys to make a promise, not to me, but to yourself right now. Do you actually want to do this? Because this is something you can do. You can work it to a point where I have here, where you can have a video that takes you 2 hours to make that'll generate, you know, 4 figures, but yeah, like it's not gonna happen if you don't stay consistent with it. But look, like I said at the start of this video, like this is gonna take a very, very long time for you if you're gonna do it for free, which is totally understandable. You're gonna learn a lot of lessons on your own. But again, if you want to speed this process up and get to a point like this, where like I have here, if you click the link in the description, rickyyoutube.com, you can check out, you can literally work with me specifically one-on-one. Again, you don't have to do it. It's not required. You can do it on your own, but it's gonna be a lot faster if you do it with me. I can basically guarantee you. So yeah, look, if you enjoyed this video and got something out of it, YouTube thinks that this video right here on screen is a problem you might be having and I could probably help you out with. So yeah, I'll see you all over there. Subscribe.